nimekukeba toka mikononi mwa ofisi, nitakupenda kama navyopenda bisi. Baby love is blind and you know that. Wako nimekwama, nimekaza nati, usisuse asilani nikushike night. Ala kifuani mwangu mi wapo light, usiende speedy, love take it slow. Baby, you are only one, zima hatata, nikushike night. Gizani, unameta mine, G-Spite chini mifukara, na kuahidi hautoparara. Kimapenzi siwezi kungora, nikikuchiti nipige bakora. Despite chini mifukara, na kuahidi hautoparara. Kimapenzi siwezi kungora, nikikuchiti nipige bakora.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, of course, welcome to another exciting episode of Pastor Show. Of course, you know that the only place that you get to know the most trending news, of course, the most trending piece of umbea. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can all see, today is not just like any other day. Of course, today is just a very special day because I'm coming live from the SGR, as you can all see. And the main aim, of course, for me to come live today is not just like just any other show. It's because of the thing that happened, of course, in the morning. I'm currently not in Nairobi. I was just in Mombasa. But according to how things are erupting, it has just forced me to cancel my stay at Mombasa, my vacay at Mombasa. And of course, I had to rush back immediately to Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching, from Mombasa to Nairobi, Nyeri to Kisumu, Lamu to Malaba, the world is now silent because it is time for Umbea. Where the things how it's turning, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that the journey is becoming more tougher, day in, day out. What the main cause for these things? We don't know. But remember, Umbea hutaki uvivu, Umbea hutaki uoga, Umbea hutaki hasira hata kidogo. You remember the Umbea rule number 3? Of course, it is Umbea hutaki hasira, watu wangu. And that will mean to be the rule, the big rule number 3. My aim at Mombasa zilikuwa aim 4 peke yake. Of course, I was to start with Malindi all the way to Likoni, from there to Makutano Junction, because I needed to know what the cause of everything, as from the start to the end. By good luck, I managed to do 3. Unfortunately, one was almost impossible because of the time factor. But unfortunately, I do feel the 3 were good enough, of course, for now. Because I feel I'm doing this in a rush, I might not expose everything that I was doing. The first thing, at the Malindi beach. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, the wedding was to happen. But how? At the wedding night, everything happened so quick, so fast. Yes, Winnie was my PA, but Melky, why fall into the traps of cartels? We don't know what the main thing, what was the main cause. We don't know. But I watched that morning video, ladies and gentlemen, and I felt like Melky might be knowing something that we don't know. How could Melky be smiling while Shiba was maybe at pain? Why? If you watch that video keenly, Melky is smiling, totally smiling. Seems he knows what's eating each other. Yesterday I saw the video. Steve hosted Maxwell at his media. I saw Steve hosted Maxwell, but the way Maxwell seemed like maybe they might be working with Steve. Oh yes. According to how I analyze things, if you look keenly at that video, if you watch that video keenly, you'll come to realize that 100% sure, 100% sure, Maxwell knows what's happening. And I do feel the whole thing is caused by the breach of security at the wedding. Exactly, at the wedding. Because, ladies and gentlemen, how comes that Maxwell was only streamed live the wedding event, but he didn't come to know everything that was happening? Then I do feel Maxwell was so relaxed immediately after the wedding. And you remember, I think that time that it was the time that he went to India, if I'm not wrong, around that time. And immediately he was from India. He was also so relaxed to an extent that I was so worried with my panel, with my security, and of course with all the people that are concerned with the whole saga. But I do feel, Melky, you have some questions to answer. Some main questions to answer. Could you be the person who is biting and immediately acting like you know nothing? Could you? Another big question. Why is it that immediately that things seems like to be happening odd to Steve and Shiba, now we forget the part that you and Doreen are also divorcing? Why? Why should we? Why should we be forced to forget that all things are happening at the same time? Oh my, this can't happen. This can't be real. This can't be real, of course. Because I do feel if it was not for this saga, we could be handling the Doreen's and Melky's wedding saga, because you do remember. And first thing I would ask myself, and also request you, our viewers, to ask yourself, is it there a much love between Melky and Doreen, or it's all about Doreen or maybe Melky forcing to each other? How comes? How? Because if you can watch the videos, I do remember there was a time nikiwa pale chini ya mnazi, Doreen came akanipata tukiwa na I think Shan, yeah, if I'm not wrong, akatupata tukiwa na Shan, lakini behaved like everything was awkward, was away. Right now they are forgetting that they have their issues and trying to pretend like everything is okay on their side. A big question arises there. What one? A big question. The Steve that I'm seeing right now is not the Steve that you all know. This is a very different Steve, to be sincere. I've tried reaching him, not once, not twice. I remember around when? Thursday, I sat with Steve for more than 2 hours with him live, talking, asking Steve, what's wrong? Steve is dumb. He is dumb, not talking. He is saying nothing. What wangu? Saying nothing, talking nothing. I saw other people blaming that we rushed this wedding. My friend, I was not the one who requested the wedding. I wasn't the one. I didn't force anyone to go for the wedding. I didn't. My work was just to make sure that their hearts, of course, their dreams, they follow them. But no one that I told that you must do a wedding. No one, to be sincere. And you cartels, haters, I know you well. And for your time, for your information, you know one thing that the Triple Stories has taught me is that never be intimidated by anything. Always go for the right decision. Always, either it will affect you positively or negatively. Always go for the positive, for the right direction, right decision. You know that? Mnajua hivyo? Tunajua hivyo sisi wote? Yeah, because that's my work. I told you one thing, watu wangu, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not, and I will not be. Actually, I have so many things that I can do, but because I need to know the truth, I must follow it, either you like it or not. Watu wangu ukweli, and I'm so happy for all those people who are supporting. Immediately after this, I think I'm going direct to the hospital to see the Shiba condition right now. I think I also need to host Steve-O, because I need to understand where did everything that is happening right now, why did it lose its direction? Why did it? Because I don't believe everything has a reason and has a cause. And if it was you, Maxwell, who is doing all this, manze, Joe, it's your time. It's over. And I told you I have a time. I will set a date that I'm going to expose you, man. Because the way you are doing, it's so unrealistic, so inhuman, manze. Let these people marry each other. Let them live in peace. Accept that his time is done. Maxwell, please accept your time is done. I know you failed in nomination. That's not my happiness, of course. But on the other hand, I feel it was a wise decision. Maybe for the party that you are vying with. I feel it's a very, very, very wise decision that they did to stop you. Because if they couldn't stop you, man, what kind of a leader you are? A leader who can't accept anything. Just a mere wedding, a mere marriage, and you're just hapo kurukaruka manzi. Maxwell, nilikuona kwa Steve. Unakuja unasema you're working together, you're doing. Kama mna work pamoja ni sawa, lakini basi kama Steve pia umechoka na Shiba, mwache ende zake. Let her live. Of course, I do feel there is no need even for a single minute, no need that you need to force yourself to anyone. You can't. If Steve, you are done, totally done with the Shiba, please let her live by her means, of course. And if you, Shiba, you're also done with Steve, leave. There is life after marriage, of course. There is no need that you stay somewhere that you feel you're not comfortable. No need. You can leave, go get a life, man. Usiforce issues, manze. Usiforce. Hapa hivi itakangi kuforce issues, manze. Right? Melky, if you're the person involved in all this, son, with your winning, I request you, I beg you, manze, wachana na Steve, wachana na Shiba. I know you are brothers, you sikatai. But if you're the one who is misleading Steve, manze jo unakosea sana. If you're the one misleading Steve, but I also do feel, Steve, uko na akili yako timamu. If I can go back now to the part of the rings, I do feel even rings kama ni Winnie na Winnie, kwa sababu niko na evidence. Watu wangu nimemwambia kwa bags, niko na evidence na nitakuja kuzichomoa kwa sababu ni mapema sana. Niko na evidence ya kila kitu. Kama ni hizo wedding rings zenye Winnie alileta, ndizo zinaleta hizi vitu zote, manze. First, I do feel I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I do feel there is more that we can reverse the whole situation. There is a way we can reverse the whole situation. That's a true thing that I know. And of course, as you all know, one day watu wangu, I usually work day and night as long as it's provided that I get to know the truth. I promise you, man. Hii lazima tutaijua. So many questions arising. Why is the Ugandan DCI? Why is she? Kenya hamjuangi watu wangu. This is a lesson we got to know and we got to understand. The moment you work exposing everything to the media, to the cartels, to the haters, you can't succeed. These are lessons we got to learn the hard way. We got to learn it the hard way, man. And I don't feel we also have a chance. Either we made it or if it's done, let it be done, man. Because unajua pia tunaweza kuwa hapa, tuko hapa tu tunaekelea nipete, ni nani. Na labda wao ni wao wamechoshana. Watu wangu, na hamjafungwa pamoja, hamjashikanishwa hivi na sumaku. If there is no chemistry, I don't feel if it's time to leave, let them part ways. Na musilete pressure wa mbea. Musilete pressure. Hata wewe mwenye tunazungumza naye hapa hivi. Even you who I'm talking to you direct, I know you can't stay somewhere that you don't feel there is chemistry. Somewhere that you don't feel there is a reason, a good reason as to why you should stay there. Of course, Wambea, let us meet on the next episode. Of course, mnajua nilimwambia rule number 3, umbea utaki hasira, umbea utaki uoga, and of course umbea utaki uvivu hata kidogo. Can we meet in a bit?
Nimekukemba toka mikononi mwa ofisi, nitakupenda kama navyopenda bisi. Baby, love is blind and you know that. Wako nimekwama, nimekaza ndati, usisuse asila nini kushike night. Ala kifuani mwangu mi wapo light, usiende speedy, love take it slow. Baby, you are only one, zima hatata, nikushike night. Gizani, unameta mine, G-Spite chini mifukara. Nakuahidi hautoparara, ni mapenzi siwezi kung'ora. Nikikuchiti nipige bakora, G-Spite chini mifukara.